You want to mog, go do something good for your community and brag about that.
Yeah.
You want to mog, help someone out at your school that's getting bullied. Do something with that.
Looks don't matter, according to two models. And back in high school, middle school, kids would jut out their jaw as a way to prove how good looking I am. That is dumb. C tier. A sharp jaw doesn't define how good looking a person is, but how lean you are. It gets confusing because a skinny person would have a jaw and the two gets associated by low IQ children. A skinny person is attractive because it signals the characteristic that I have restraint. Back in the famine era, fat people were hot because it signaled that they were resource abundant. Today, take a picture of your car, watch, casually post on Instagram stories. You know, this is a day in the life. A lot of what people find attractive is based on culture and times. The reason the two models think personality matters, which it does, is because they're surrounded by only good-looking people. So looks no longer matters in the vacuum of their circle. Here's the thing. Looking good to please a stranger opinion gets very confusing because am I wearing this fucking dress because someone told me to do it? Or is it because biologically bigger butts have the possibility to breed smarter children due to a higher fat reserve important for a smarter child? I don't know. But what I do know is that there are two main factors that make a person attractive, and one of them is completely subjective. Why change your personality for a person who doesn't like who you are? It's dumb. You have already maximized who you are as a person. It'll lead to an identity crisis, and the one will love you for who you are, but everyone has a threshold for how ugly they can handle. Over relying on personality, over relying on looks is cope and lies. Everything matters, and here's how to look good, excluding all your genetics. S tier skinny people, F tier fat people, B tier big lips. Look at Channing Tatum. Now, he has no aura, and that's very simply because I've shrunk his lips. And big lips is very well known within the female makeup skincare community, but the reason it's not popular among men is because it's gay, aka there is no permanent solution. So the upkeep of applying lip plumpers that will only last for 24 hours, which will burn your lips, is not worth the cost. Or a permanent solution is plastic lip filler, and never have dry lips. It's gross, signals that you don't take care of yourself, and equally it shrinks your fucking lips. If someone has dry lips, consider them dumb. Finally, I also, after brushing my teeth, brush my lips because it cleans all the dead skin cells accumulating, and supposedly it promotes blood flow, possibly making it larger. A tier, it's very important, and what you can control is how thick your neck is. As a man, it symbolizes a lot about your masculinity, attractiveness, and competence. Let's not forget the practical uses of having a thick neck in sports, but again, attractiveness. The thing that makes a person attractive is what it symbolizes. A tall person is only attractive because it signals a more competent partner fitted for survival. Obviously, that is no longer applicable in today's modern era, but again, you cannot escape biology. A lot of what people find cool is because everyone else thinks it's cool, but the problem is that opinions change very quickly, and if you're not up to date, you're lame, you're corny, and the fine line we dance between culture is very difficult and long term. It's better to invest in knowledge where you know what people biologically are more attracted to, because opinions change very quickly, but evolution will take generations. A thick neck goes into A tier, and you can achieve this through focused exercise. The problem is that it's very expensive to exercise your neck. The second problem is that you'd have to do it in a public gym. So instead, buy a dumbbell, do it in your bed, keep the receipt so you can return it for a heavier dumbbell to progressively overload, and keep in mind, to be safe, your neck is not something you should ego lift. Darker eyebrows. Just like everything I have said before, it is all backed by science, and everyone prefers bigger lips, a thicker neck, and darker eyebrows because it signals health, it signals competency, it signals that you are a better partner biologically. And men can glow up significantly but avoid learning important information that makes a person attractive because there is the stigma that you're a homosexual or lame for trying very hard. But here's the truth: people lie, people pretend they are more talented than they are because it makes me look good. Every single model has an intricate routine to maintain their looks. Yes, you are bounded by genetics, but a person who succeeds is a person who works with what they have been given. Darker eyebrows goes into B tier, and without makeup, a permanent solution to increasing your eyebrow darkness is taking biotin that boosts hair growth. This applies applies to everything. Also, you need to apply a myriad of products onto your hair, and instead of applying every possible liquid on your brows, use a combination of high quality ingredients as a serum. I recommend Zenith Hair Division. There are a lot of other ways to make your eyebrows darker, but it is more expensive and isn't permanent. It is faster, but if you're willing to wait, you can cut the cost. It'll last forever and no bullshit. I own this company. We recently sold out, but we are restocking for this video, as well as a 72-hour code. Finally, nothing matters. We are expanding beyond looks and thinking that whatever makes a person attractive is literally everything. And because there are so many variables, it becomes scary, daunting. Pussies cling to the idea of pure black pill. No, it's because they have money. No, it's red pill, blue pill. Guess what? Everything is true. And equally, that means that the person you are trying to attract, remember, we are trying to be attractive for one person, or the feeling that it gives us from a certain group of people, you now are able to specialize what you actually have to do. Because realistically, you're not trying to impress that 80-year-old grandma, grandpa. You're also not trying to attract. People never start because there are so many options that it becomes scary. Now, all you have to realize is that you're here to attract and be good looking for a certain group of people, and the best way to start is fundamentals. Biologically, what is something that everyone likes, and then you slowly specialize for that specific person or that specific group and culture you want to belong or do belong in. S tier. The two models were right all along. If you want to go mog, go do something good for your community and brag about that. Like, subscribe, check out my second channel.